gorgeous people. So it's Suze from Crowfire Soul Crafting. So I thought I'd bring you a bit more on what I'm doing with my Slow Stitch Just Because book. But I've come up against a bit of a dilemma, because what I was deciding was to have these felt pieces in the middle and then do the next page, and then I was going to be sewing that together, so blanket stitch all around the outside. So what I've done is I've done this on one page, so that's I'm going to actually bring it up to the camera instead of bring the camera down, because yesterday the camera went a bit mental. So I've added bits of fabric, I've done lots of stitching, I've had a button, I've had a little piece, I've added the Fimo piece, I've done that on the other side, there's bits of lace, that folds up and there's a little secret bit there, some little French knots, some little pieces. So I've done that and I thought, I think that's finished. So I put it to one side and then I started on its partner. And again, I've added a bit of sari silk ribbon, buttons, some cast on bullions, some ric-rac or whatever it's called, some stitching, you know, lots of bits on this side. And then I thought, well, I think that feels fairly finished to a degree. But of course, these books, these slow stitching projects, you can put them down and you can think, yeah, I love that. And when you've put the book together, you want to sew a bit more in because you think, oh, that'd be great. But if I sew these together, which was what I was going to do, then I can't really then stitch on them because they're going to stitch through to the other sides. So my question is, do I not stitch together? I need to keep those pieces together, which I can put a little clip on, can't I? And so that's definitely those two pieces. And then I'm not gonna I'm not gonna lose its twin, its partner. And then put them to one side. And then, you know, I've got the others. So this is at the beginning. So I've got pins in where the felt is, and I might take the pins out and I might just do a little bit of Pritt stick round the outside, some glue, and take out the pins, because I think that's going to be a bit easier. It's always easier without pins, isn't it? Because what I normally do, so let's put that one to one side there. So we're going to work, say, on this one. So I lay it down, I get my little bag of goodies, and then I normally just tip them all out everywhere. And then I sort of just pick up a piece and I go, I don't really think a lot, because I do it in a very slow, stitchy, mindful, what I suppose in a way I would say it's a bit more mindless, that I don't engage with my mind. I just go with the flow, and I'll put that down and I go, yeah, that's going to go there. Or I might put it down and go, oh no, that's going to go there. So I end up just getting little bits and pieces. And I think, oh, I might do a ring on that. And what I do is I put them all down. I normally pin them, and then I've got millions of pins, because I've got the pins from the back of the velvet pieces, felt pieces. And then I start stitching once I've got a few down. So, but say I then do this one, And then I do this one. So then I've got 4 pieces with a lot of stitching. Oh, look at the, I love the colours here going on. Where that come out really, oh, I love that. It would be wrong, wouldn't it? Because it's got to be that way. So I'm thinking just maybe stitch on these like I've done this, and then once I've done the 4 sides like I have this, then maybe put that down and go to the next. I mean, I've only got 4 of these, another 3 to do, which obviously is 4 sides each piece. And then pick up maybe again this one and go, right, do I really feel that that is finished? Do I want to add something else? Is this finished? Do I want to add something else? And then if it is, then sew it, do the blanket stitch around it. That's my little sort of dilemma. It's not massive. It's just I pull it down. I felt like when I'd done this one, I thought, oh yeah, that's done. Yeah, that feels done. And then I did the back piece, and then I was like, oh yeah, that's done. Yep. And then I picked up this and did the same. But then when I went to sew it together, which I was really looking forward to putting it together and doing the blanket stitch round, I got it all set up and I went like that and I went, oh, but what if it's not finished? And for me, these aren't meant to be anything you're going to worry about, or you know, you're not going to be happy with. So that threw me a bit. So that's what I think. I think I'm going to do it in that way. So I think my next stage then is getting the next one and getting that. Look at some of those lines on there. Getting that, and then adding some of these fabrics and ribbons and pieces and putting them down, and then starting a bit of stitching on it. So once you've put it together really in the way that I'm doing it this way, it's not going to really be come back and add to it. Yeah, which is sort of what I do with my work. You know, I'll get a piece, you know, certainly the piece that I showed you yesterday, this piece, you know, I've put this down a few times and then I pick it up and I go, oh, I want to do this little space here. Oh, I need to do a little bit more here. I don't work with one piece and finish it. It's just not how, I just can't do it that way. It just doesn't. I mean, the only things that I did do that was when I was doing a bit for my rune work, and I did this little booklet, and then I just did each page, and then I just sewed it together, and it's done. That's it. It's literally done. So, yeah. So anyone got any other suggestions, any ideas? Do you think I'm right to just maybe do it in that way and not sew it together? Or should I just be brave and sew it together and say it is finished? And that be that. Oh, it's a dilemma. It is such a dilemma. So yeah, so this is how far I've got. I don't think it's much further than I showed you before, but yeah, so I think my first port of call, I think I'm going to take these out, put a little bit of glue ow, stabbed myself. Definitely a bit of glue. I've just stabbed myself. Bit of glue around there. Put them back down. I probably will do these with pins. I probably will just stick a couple of, oh, I quite like that actually. Oh, I think I might go with that. I really quite like that. Yeah, so anyway, so this is a little bit further than I was, but not massive amount further down the line. And let me know what you think. Thumbs up if you like this little video. Thank you for being with me, and thank you if you've subscribed, if you're already a subscriber, or if you subscribe now. My videos aren't very technical. I'm not a technical person, so they're very... I don't edit, I don't do any of that, because I don't even know how to do it, if I'm totally honest. So yeah, what you see is what you get. And that's just how I roll. I'm like that. So yeah, love and blessings to everyone. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.